Hello and welcome back to Bear Trader. In this video, I will review the 6 stocks that are AI related. And the reason why is that for the past couple days, actually for the past 6 weeks or so, these were in the highlights. And especially today, the whole AI related stock got a beating and took the whole market down with them. I will only discuss these because they are more like related to AI the most. And the big stocks, AI stock, like NVIDIA, Palantir, I will discuss in later videos. So first, let's take a look at OKLO. So about 3 days ago, I already reviewed this stock, and you can see I saw head and shoulder pattern, and it say if this play out, it will take it all the way down to 54. So normally, how do I do that? I got the head and shoulder pattern, and I take the top of the head, go straight down, and then bring it over like that. So it's actually will come down to all the way to $48, not 54. But 54 is where I'm thinking that's the main support will be. Of course, the next one will be let me see, show you. So 84. That is why I put 84, because 84 will be the next support. Okay. And next we have 68, and then lower and lower. But 84 is the next support. Now, let me take this out. So, when it was here 3 days ago, I say we might bounce to 128 due to oversold, but because it hitting the resistance of the trend, it might actually come down. So there's a chance of it come down all the way to 84. Well, I mean, it went down a little bit from 111 to now 101. Even though yesterday it's actually came back and tested 116, 117, but then pulled back down. And then now it at 101. So you can see that if I zoom in a little bit, you can see that the good news is this: today it went down, but it did not engulf this green candle. So it is a good news. So tomorrow it need to come back, or then tomorrow, or even next week, it need to come back and close above 117, or it will go, or we will see 84 if it doesn't do that, because it need to break the trend. It need to basically right now, it need to break out of this channel right here, which is the short-term channel. And then we got this head and shoulder playing out. This might push it even lower than 84, but 84 right now is actually where the bounce should take place. This is why I put the green arrow here. Expect a bounce when it hit this area between 84 and 90. Okay, so basically for OKLO in the next week, basically from now to the end of next week, it need to close above 117 in order to head higher. Next we have NBIS. Same thing. When it was here, I say okay, it was bouncing off these and come go back all the way here. This was it channel. Then it broke out, came back, test, and then bouncing. And I look at it, I say it looked like an M, right? So it might take it down all the way to 89. So today it's actually closed right at 88.63. So I round up 89. And then you can see it's actually touched this support, the channel support right here. Well, we have 75. All right. And next level is 64. It might go there, but here's what I'm seeing. All right, so it basically down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So in about only 2 weeks, it down 33%. So I expect a bounce. All right. Why? First, we got the support here and we got the support here. Second, usually an M pattern like this, a lot of time it will come up and test the middle of the M. Or if it's a W, if you go like this, then it will come back to test the middle of the W. So I expect this to come up and test 99. So I predict NBIS will come back and test 99 within a week. It could be tomorrow. We don't know. Right? So look like the downturn already done. It actually could go lower all the way here. But either way, I expect it to bounce back and test 99. Okay? So, now basically you got about a buy zone between 88 and 75 and expect a bounce. It might come, might not, but a lot of time I would give it at least 65% of a bounce, either some between tomorrow to next Friday. So we will check back and see. All right, next we have IREN. It's almost like IREN away. All right, you can see here also like a W, right? And what I'm seeing is this right here. I just tested. So 63 was my down limit. No, sorry, was the lower range when it was here about a couple weeks back. Okay, so I say what was here is kind of like overbought. It was pretty high, so I say maybe we will pull back, or let's say if it come up to 85 is my upper range, it will pull back and test this orange support line. Well, it did, and then it's actually broke below. Now what is this going on? Now this support become resistant, and this will become is 48 will become its support. Well, what if it break 48? The next level would be 42. So 42 will be my lower range limit. I mean target. 63 now become upper target. Okay, so now we got this this move, and what I see is this. Let's say it does not come back to 63 to test at least. You can see this is almost like an M, right? So most likely we will test 58. So from 58 to 63, that's my target. Or it can come down even more. What if it come down tomorrow? Right? What if it come down even more tomorrow? After that, I expect it to come back up. So it will test 48. So you know what? No. Oh, just put another line. Okay. All right. So we got these level. I mean, when you get more into it, you will have more level. But this is basically, I would consider it intermediate or advanced charting. But sometimes you don't want to have too many lines, right? This is why when you watch my video, you don't see a lot of lines. But if you get into a little bit more like day trading, not swing trading, I like to swing trade because I don't have to keep checking it. But anyway, if you get into more level, I would consider these as the main top level or target. So we got 58, 63. Most likely, we will have a bounce. So from, I would say short term, like a week or two, it will come back and test 58. But I'm not surprised if it come down even more to test 42. All right. And the reason why I put 63 still, because there's another reason why is that. It might, you can see this, right? Remember when it broke out, it will come back and test, right? If it broke below, it will come back and test this orange line as well. And this orange line is around 63 to 65. So it might come back to test 65 as well. We don't know that, but at least 58 is my base case or IREN. All right, and next we have RGTI Computing RGTI. Last I looked at it, it was here. You can see the earning. So what I think I look back maybe a month after, and I saw a huge move up to here. I was thinking, wow, it went so much. Will it come back and test this? Well, guess what? It did. And I believe after hour it went down even more. I forgot how much was it, but let's check to see its overnight session and see how it is. So look like it went down to 24. So where 24? Right here. Basically, it went all the way up just to come back and test this trend line. Right, and the overnight session count as well. If you watch my video about open, you will see how it worked out. So now let's take a look. All right, now if you can see right here about 21, and you see a gap right here, you never know if it will come back and close that gap. But we already come down all the way here from 58. So let's do a quick measurement to 24. That's about 60% within about a month. So about 4 weeks. 60%. All right. So if it get to 23, 24, well, I expect a bounce as well, at least to 28. Or if it come down to, let's say, 19 to 20, it will come back and test, just like the other one. IREN, pretty much the same situation, where this will be the resistance or the next level. Because of this candle right here, and these right pivot point right here. Okay, so 28 is my target for a bounce back. And you never know if one is hit here, it will come back down, because this is almost like a mountain, right? It will complete the shape. So it might come back all the way to 15. Let's say no. Let's say go down here, bounce, come down here, bounce, and can come down lower and just go sideways. All right. But at least here we know it's really oversold. Most likely there will be a bounce. Okay, Wolf, I have not looked at this stock, I don't think. And you can see it got like a M pattern. So you can see right here, actually a good support. You can see a bunch of pivot point right here. It doesn't mean it won't even go lower. If we do a quick measurement, it dropped about 27% in just about 8 days, so 2 weeks. which is a lot. But it doesn't mean it cannot go lower. Let me check. The overnight session. Okay, so it went down a little bit more. So 11 something. So we have 11 is a good support. However, it can go as low as 9. So $9 will be is a better support, more of how you call it? I would call it midterm, short-term to midterm support. So it might even go lower, and then it will bounce back and test this. So once it's come down here, it become an M, and it will come back and test the middle point, either here or all the way here. So between 11.68 to 12.66 is about $1 different. But that's what I see. So it might come down lower. It might or might not. It might bounce right away back to 13.50 to 14. So we have something like this. All right. So we will see. These stocks, they can go up a lot, but they also can come down very fast. If you look at Open and OKLO and other stock, you can see it bounces up. Okay. So I believe we may have quick bounce or further down to at least maybe 10.50 and then bounce back. Sell. Now, well, you can see it just did a U-turn, and here is almost like a reverse up and handle. So basically right here was when it hit, and that was, if you were to go back, this was support, there was pivot point, there was the resistance. So I think this is a good support for midterm to long term. If I do a measurement like this, all right, so in a way it came down even further than a midterm trend support. So it's been bouncing off of this line, but then it broke below. Now it hit another support level. However, I see there is a gap here at 11. So 11 is actually might be the last level it will hit. So we don't know. Let's check to see the overnight session for South Hell. So 1190. So 1190 is right. You see the green line is actually 95. So it actually hit again to test. Well, it might come down a little bit more, not much more, I believe, to close this gap right here. And then I expect it to come back and test this orange line. Okay, and that is right at 14. I give this 65%. So it's pretty high. But there's 35%. What was it? It can come down even more to probably $10. Okay, so I will try to make it easier to see, but basically this will be a really good support, but it might even go lower and test this low. I don't see that a lot. That is why I gave 65% a bounce, but there's still a chance. If it was me and I like this company and look at the chart, I would DCA from here to here. So you just break it down and buy it in chunks, and you know, let's say if it comes here and bounce, you still got some share for the bounce. But if it come down lower, you just buy a little bit more. All right, so thanks for watching. Please hit a like, share, and subscribe. And next video, I will work on the requested stock that my viewer and subscriber requested. And then after that, I will do a review on the Max 7 stock. So there's a lot going on this week. Good luck, and I'll see you in the next video.